Hey, it's Elly from Awesome EVs, and this is the Arthur 7 by Fonz Moto. Let's take it on a ride.
Let's go see those cows.
Well, you guys, I gained my confidence on this thing really quickly from day one, and even before when I was getting my learners, I was so nervous because, I mean, you know, we all know motorcycle riding and scooter riding is quite dangerous. So unexpected things can happen anytime. I've had a healthy level of caution, you could say. But being someone that's always loved riding my bike, this is so much fun. And again, if I haven't mentioned it, Michelle, the CEO of Fonz Moto, actually loaned me this scooter. And honestly, I don't know if she could have guessed how much I would thrash this thing. I mean, when I say thrash, it's not that crazy. I've just been on some dirt roads, some really windy roads, up some crazy hills. I have pretty much put this through the paces. I just haven't been on the M1 yet, like a proper big freeway. Basically, I'm so impressed. This thing is insane. Like it has the power to do what you need it to do. And it's so much fun. The instant torque, it just goes. It just accelerates like crazy. It's so fun to just go on a casual ride and see some scenery or just go to the shops. I love it. So I guess the best thing to do right now would to be show you around this scooter. Also, by the way, I bought myself a motorbike helmet, like a really hardcore one in the $500 price range, but I think this one is maybe like $250, $300 from the Fonz Moto website, and it's pretty nice. Firstly, it just looks cute with this scooter, but secondly, it's really lightweight compared to my motorbike helmet, so that's just nice for neck fatigue. But yeah, just thought I'd quickly show that. So on the right-hand side, you have your hazard lights, your kill switch, your ready button, and your reverse button. You can use this to power reverse, so it's just good for moving this around because it's a little heavy. And then you've got 3 modes of power. So your performance modes will vary by model, but basically this just allows you to change the sort of torque or like the intensity of the speed of the scooter. So if you're just starting, you can start on 1. It won't give you as much of a kick, won't go as quick. But when you're ready for it, you can go all the way up to 3, and it will give you plenty of power to get up hills and everything. And then of course you accelerate here, you've got your brake, mirrors, other mirror, brake, and on this side you have your lights. There's low beam and high beam, and it also activates the night mode on the screen, which is super helpful. I'll just show you the lights quickly. It's a bit hard to see here, but I'll show you them in the dark later. You've got your indicators, which you turn off by pressing the button. So you indicate, and you press that off, and you've got a horn. This is all pretty easy to understand. It tells you how much battery percentage you have. It also tells you how much range the current battery will afford you. It's my odometer, so I've only done 82 kilometers so far. This was pretty new, I think, when I got it. This scooter will actually tell you the PSI, the tire pressure, when you are riding. So once you've ridden this for like a couple of minutes, oh, there it goes. It'll start using Bluetooth to tell you the pressure of the front and the rear tire, which is super handy. So you're always going to know when you need to go and pump them tires. I'll just turn this off. We've got some storage in here. Now, it doesn't look like much, but there is a USB charging port over here. They've not only included a regular USB-A port, but they've included a newer USB-C port, which is great. So the idea is you can put your phone in here and lock them away and have them charging either while you're driving, or I guess you could just risk leaving them in there. Down here you also have a hook if you want to carry any little shopping bags or anything, and a Type 2 charging port. So you can charge this at a charging station just like you would an electric car or a PHEV. How good is that? Aside of the Type 2 charging, you pretty typically would be charging from here under the seat. This is where you insert the charger that comes with the scooter. But otherwise, you can pop open the seat to access the batteries, which I'll show you now. And you just delicately put the key in and turn it to the left. You heard the click, which means it has released. Lift it up from the back, and here we go. So there's not really under-seat storage in this Arthur 7, but what's cool is that there are 2 battery packs. You can even see how much charge each of them has, and you can remove both of them entirely from the vehicle. So what you do is you flick this tab down, it kind of rotates as you pull it up, and it pops off. And honestly, the batteries are really heavy. They're just so dense. I feel like they're at least 15 kilos. So full amount, maybe 10, I don't know. And here's one of them. If you're just charging the one, you'll have a charger that comes with the scooter and you just plug it in there. And the charger's got indicator lights of when it's done and all of that, and that's really easy. And now, would you believe it, you can actually still ride this scooter with just one battery installed. And I even tried it, and it shocked me that the experience is still basically exactly the same. Oh, and these are lithium ion batteries. Whoa, here we go. Back in. Because they are lithium ion, you don't have to worry about how regularly you charge it. You know, if you charge it to full or just a little bit here and there, they're very good flexible batteries, so that's really great. To close this up, make sure you get your keys on you, because I almost put them down and locked them away. To reattach this, you're gonna have to kind of move it onto the side, align it best you can, push and click, and then close it and press down here so it clicks. Oh, by the way, if you use the Type 2 charger, the kind of car one, you could say, to charge, you can actually recharge this, I think, from a very low percentage to 80% in just an hour, which is very handy. Finally, if I open this back compartment, it's not the best demo I could have given you on spaciousness, but I'll show you some footage later of what I fit in here. It's just enough for like one grocery bag and a bit, and it has been good to me. Really fun to go on little errands. I also love the color of this thing. This is the moon blue color, by the way, with the sand saddle. It is so beautiful, and it's got like a throwback kind of design, and yet it still looks really new, and I love that about it. On the website, there are a bunch of colorways you can choose from, and you can even get a different colored seat. You can get like a black seat, but I'm loving this sand color because it means it doesn't get too hot in the sun, which is really good for where I live. Also, if you are doubling and you've got someone riding with you, this accessory has a little bit of a backrest, which is cool. You've got the bar here to hold on to, and there are pegs to pop out down here on either side, which are really easy to use. I'm not sure if all the colors are the same, but on this kind of baby blue model, it's got this kind of like smooth matte exterior, and I've had it get a bit of dust and dirt on it. It's been rained on, and it's not held on to really any of the droplets, you know, like it's still looking fresh. Same with the seat, it's held up really well. I've already been riding this baby for about 2 weeks, and the suspension is really nice. Like, it is pretty comfy. I'm gonna try to stick the camera up onto the bike so you can see a bit of it in the front and back wheel. Here's what the front wheel looks like. So this is what you're working with on the front wheel, and here over on the back you've got the springy suspension. Another little fun fact, or something I think is cool about this scooter, is that it has regen braking, which means every time you brake without thinking, you're going to put a tiny little bit of energy back into the battery pack. This is so much fun. I'm having the best time riding this thing. Oh man, it took way too long to try this, but hey, look at that. I'm out here on my first night ride, and honestly, I'm really impressed with the lighting on this scooter. Let me show you. Can you hear me? I'm pretty bright. Everything is nice and lit up. Indicators look good. And again, that is the light mode, which is great in the day, but you just flick the lights and it goes into dark. And this headlight is impressive. It is bright, and it's kind of like a rectangle. That's normal. Also, right now, I am actually riding this with just one battery inside the vehicle. And I'm really impressed at how well it's doing. I just went up heaps of different hills, and it was really good. It felt like the same torque as with 2 batteries. So pretty incredible. One is charging at home. Check this out. See? And I have 47 kilometers of range and pretty much almost a full battery on the single battery that's in there. Hey guys, I found the Christmas lights mecca. This is insane. Wow. That is impressive. How good. Seeing Christmas lights on a scooter or moped is so fun. Here's another example of the lights. That's the high beams. You can sort of see that car's number plate. And that's the regular, which is really cool. It gives you such a wide field of vision. But you can't see super far in the distance. That's probably like 5 meters, 4 meters. That's probably like 10 at least. Okay, I'm having so much fun going on a nighttime joyride. And another thing that's so fun about this, and which is great, is that because it's electric, I'm not disturbing anyone in this neighborhood. In addition to that, I just want to reiterate that driving on one battery is still epic. I can still get really good zippy speeds with one, and I'm actually really surprised. Also, did I say that this thing not only feels robust, but it feels incredibly stable, and that's really cool. Like, I don't feel wobbly on this thing at all, which is important at high speeds, because yeah, that was a bit scary for me at first with the moped vibes. But yeah, obviously, you know, mopeds are the easiest, they're very balanced. But yeah, it's a very good ride. It's very comfortable. Oh yeah, the seat is really well padded too. Like, I do feel insanely comfy on it, and you can kind of sit a bit more forward or a bit more back, and yeah, it's really good. I gotta say, it seems a lot more badass to be riding like a motorbike, but this is so comfortable. I've always thought it would hurt your body or your back to like ride a motorbike all day, but this is just unbelievably comfortable. I've been on this thing for like an hour now, and it's just so good. Like, the position of the upright seat like this is just so good for your posture. Anyway, just saying, it's very comfortable. Good suspension on this area. First errand officially is getting beer. So yeah, it fits a 6-pack, you're welcome. I've just done a pretty crazy drive today, doing some more like country roads that are a bit more windy. And also it was raining last night, so the roads have been quite wet. But I gotta say, I feel really stable on this thing. Like, it's really well made, and the grip on the tires has been no problem. I don't feel like I'm slipping around, so it's been good. What do you think, guys? Can 2 bags fit into this? I think only one will fit, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hopefully put one in here and hang one on the hook. One just fits. This is only like half full though. Got it. So this one is so long, the handles, that it's not hanging, it's just resting, so I'll use my feet, I think, to hold it together. Well, what can I say? I have thoroughly enjoyed riding this. I am a scooter convert, I think, and I want to test all the models that Fonz has, including the motorbike. It looks sick. I'm super curious because, you know what, I feel so cool riding this, like especially when I wear my full-on motorbike helmet. But then I wonder if people just see me going, So I need to step it up now and, you know, take it to the next level. But would I recommend this? Absolutely. It is zippy. It is comfortable. It is quiet. You can go on a ride and not worry about disturbing people, hopefully. It's so quiet. It's got a little bit of a dinky rattle occasionally when you're doing speed bumps and bumpy roads and things like that. But apart from that, yeah, silent, lovely. And compared to little petrol mopeds, you know, they are like... You're not getting any of that. It's not going to embarrass you. It's actually pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. By the way, if you haven't already seen it, I had to get my learner's permit to ride this in New South Wales. In Queensland and other states, you don't necessarily need to for something like this. But I did, and I made a video on that. So if you want to watch it and see how that all went down, that is here. And otherwise, thank you to my members for keeping me hydrated. And if you have any questions, you guys, you know, you can just leave them in the comments or let me know what you think. And subscribe if you want more of this. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.